Alright guys, Defiance Coding here, and today I'll be showing you the update for anti-proxy. And this has been something that's been coming for a very long time, just now getting around to the time of it, and it's more to say it wasn't requested enough for me to do much to it since it wasn't something that seemed like it was needed. But now that it has been, I've decided to make an update. So anti-proxy, as you can see here, is now only 40 kilobytes. Wow, that's surprising actually. So first off, I want to say happy holidays to everyone, as it is the 28th. It's past Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Well, happy holidays. So getting into the video, let's go ahead and kind of show you how things get started. So first off, you take the anti-proxy, drop it in your plugins folder, and start your server. There's no other requirements but starting your server until it starts up. More to say. So there's a couple things I want to talk about why my server starts up. So the updates for it. There's a new host or a new API system that I'm using in place, and warning in this video, I will not be showing console as I'm trying to hide my IP, my public IP I should say. Untamed Beast 996 in this case will have a proxy on, and my main account will not have a proxy. So that's kind of a little command line I've added to my Minecraft launcher, just so you guys can see what happens when someone tries to log in with a proxy. So let's go ahead and move this off screen. Every command I show you in this video will be able to be ran in console. So fair warning, or not fair warning, but fair note to that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go into your test server, or your server, and open up anti-proxy. You'll get three files: config, whitelist, and blacklist. And I'll explain both of the whitelist and blacklist here in a bit. So let's go ahead and open up the config. You'll get a lovely thing like this. Let's go ahead and close out of those. And this is kind of what it looks like. And to be fair, I will be adding a lot of notes to these, just to kind of explain what it is, and I'll explain it kind of in this video. So down here you have your permission nodes that are used for commands and stuff like that. I'll show you that in game. Whitelist header, blacklist header, I'll show you these. And the get blacklist color, I'll show you that as well. Notify admin, I have to fix this up a bit to replace player and IP. I'm just not doing that right now, as it will show my real IP, and I've had to record this a second time, more to say, because of it. So I'll explain everything in here. So prefix isn't used much. It's normally just used in the kick message. You got your blacklist punish message. So if you blacklist somebody, this is the message they get when they try and join. You have no permission message. So when someone types a command and they don't have permission, this is where you set that string or message back to them. Reload message is if they reload the plugin, it will send them this message. Blacklist added, whitelist added. It will tell you if you successfully added it. If not, you'll get these two messages, one of these two messages. IP, wait. Oh, this is for removed. And then you'll get either of these messages if it doesn't work, as in the IP already exists in the list, or it's not in the list when you try and remove it. Notify admin, I'll show you that in a bit. It just notifies all admins, or in this case, anybody with a notify admin permission, that somebody tried to log in with an IP that was a potential proxy. That is detected by one of the databases. Now moving up, we're going to go to use lightweight, and I'm going to explain this one very closely. So I was working with a company called IP Quality Score. I'm going to go ahead and move them to this screen. I'm just double checking things. I don't care about my name being out there. You can call me Justin, but Defiance Coding is normally what I go by. And if my computer wants to not lag, that's great. So with this service, you get a free test service for, more to say, you get 5,000 per month. Per month. Keep that in mind. That checks DNS blacklist and stuff like that as well. And their server uptime, I've not seen it go out without them. Wow. Oh, my CPU usage is high. That's why I was complaining. Okay. So I've not seen an outage from them in a while without having a email prior to it going out, or when they update something about their API system. They have normal, which is 0 for 5,000 a month, 20 for 10,000 a month, and then you can kind of read from here. Then they have enterprise, which enterprise goes up into the hundreds of dollars and thousands. And in this case, this is where you get your bulk lookups. This company has sponsored me, and I hold dear to them because I'll explain why there's a lightweight option. So the lightweight, if you have it to true, you'll use a different company named ProxyCheck. ProxyCheck has come a long way. I used to start with them, and people complained about their API being kind of poor and are bad. And they have completely updated it and emailed me, and I've been in contact with them for the past couple of days, trying to work everything out. So to explain kind of the config, so if you have use lightweight to true, you will defaultly use this company. And this company, the reason it says use lightweight is this company here. If you want to check their IP location, what kind of IP it is, like proxy and stuff like that, then it will tell you all that information. So basically it's a geo IP location system. And with this company, they just tell you whether or not it's a proxy or VPN or Tor node, more to say. And they update, both companies update frequently, and I don't mind either of them. They have really great services and have yet to let me down. So these are their packages. Normally it's about $2 a month for 10,000 lookups, which they're cheaper, but they give less information. And you can choose either of them as your default. It really doesn't matter to me. Really just whatever personal preferences. And these, I will say they have a really great, I didn't see their enterprise services last time I looked at them. So they are cheaper, but they provide less information. So your kick messages and stuff like that will be more basic, and I'll show you that later. So this company can give you more information. This company gives you a little bit less. And this is an example of what their dashboard looks like. And you'll notice I've been working on this for a few days. Don't worry, this is not my IP. This is an example of what you will get in the your dashboard. And I don't mind letting you see this. On this dashboard, you'll want to copy your API key, just to kind of let you guys understand this. I can change this at will, so I don't mind showing it. So this is kind of a response that you'll get in your thing, which tag is Defiance Coding's anti-proxy, and this will tell you whether, or if you're using a different service that uses the same API, you'll be able to depict which ones are being detected by mine and whitelist them if you need to, or blacklist in some cases. So more to say, let's go back to the config, and we'll paste our API key here as normal. And with this, you have this use SSL option. It works for both hosts. Basically, it tells you or asks you whether you want it to be a secure connection to their database, or you'd rather a slightly quicker, less secure way of connecting to their database. And I recommend using SSL, but if you're pinched on whether or not users should be logging in faster, then I would definitely use this option or turn this option off. API timeout basically says how many times or how many seconds in millisecond or how many milliseconds until the API just gives out and lets the user pass our detection. So next in line is the strictness. Strictness is only available if you have use lightweight off. So if this is false, you can set the strictness from 0 to 5. 0 being less lenient, 5 being strict. And, or 0 being lenient, not less lenient. And then 5 being as strict as possible. And to go back to that, the way that IP quality score works is it checks IPs for open ports, port forwarding and stuff like that, just to see kind of generic whether or not they have same quality as a host would. So another thing that they our proxy check doesn't do, but they do have a really good detection still. Moving on, we can go down to punishment type. Here you can have kick, you can have ban, and then you can have ban IP. And normally I just keep it on kick because I'd rather kick people until they got it, or I'll show you later with the notify admin, so admins can take care of it accordingly and determine whether or not the punishment should be put through. So moving on with this in a line, we'll go ahead and save this, and we'll go into your console, which I'm not showing on screen. Oh well, I can for now. And we can do AP, our anti-proxy, reload. And then you'll get config reloaded successfully. And the config that I have is really basic. You can edit this however you want. There will be plenty of information for you guys to edit what you guys are explaining every single one of these. So moving on, we'll take this off screen again. So I don't know which one's which, so we'll go ahead and try and connect with this one. Nope, okay. So we'll go ahead and connect with Defiance over here. So with this, we have a couple of things that we're going to try and run. Let me make sure in console that what I'm doing. Okay. Making sure there's no errors. So with this being said, we can do AP, our anti-proxy. And then we can do reload, which will give you the reload message. And then in cases like, say this person wants to join but has a proxy. Oh, wow. That is a lot of spam. I will fix that in a... Don't know if I can fix that because login is called multiple times. Twice, I should say. So, moving on from that, I'll discuss this later. AP... Okay, moving on to the whitelist version and the blacklist. So when a player tries to log in with the proxy IP, let me go get what their proxy IP is because I have this saved. So say I want him to be able to join, but I know he has the proxy. So AP whitelist add, and then his IP. And then now we've added him to the whitelist. And now he'll be able to join with that proxy. And you'll get no message in console about that or anything like that. Now to move on to a different part of it. So we can do AP whitelist remove and the same IP, and it will remove it again, or remove it from the whitelist. And say you try and remove it when it's not there, it'll give you this message saying IP currently does not exist in the list. So same thing if you try and add it more than once, it'll say IP already exists in the list. And say I do a AP whitelist add 1.1.1.136 through 254, 253, and stuff like that. And I don't remember who I whitelisted. We can do AP get whitelist, and it'll give you in this format anti-proxy whitelisted IPs, and you'll notice the IPs are listed in a bracket style. So the reason I did this format was A, I used an array list, and B, it kind of makes it so it fits more per line and will not have to scroll up through chat to kind of get to things. And this also works with AP get blacklist. And if there's nothing in there, you'll just see these two brackets that close each other. Another option, AP. I think that's it for options, really. I mean, there is custom detection and stuff like that. Like, well, that's kind of it. So more to say, going back into anti-proxy's list, all IPs are saved to a whitelist file, and you'll notice that right here. And you can edit this as you please, but I would stick to doing it in-game unless the server's stopped or you plan on restarting it. I don't know, it just feels more secure just doing it in-game or doing it while the server's off. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys would like to see in the next updates, because it's with these kind of plugins, it's kind of a hit or miss whether something is needed or something is not needed, and it's a big ramble of I just need suggestions for these kind of plugins. Another thing to add, future update for this plugin, I will be adding a way to check players in game and a way to check IPs manually. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.